All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to a daily update of my 1000 days challenge. This is day 124, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance is actually up a little bit, and the reason for this was actually due to the main trading setup that actually was hit the trailing stop loss for one of the pair, which is actually Ling. So actually hit my trailing stop loss, so I took profit on that, and that was very near to break even, and hence you see the very low difference in terms of margin wise or profit wise. Yeah, but that's something to take note of. The rest of it is still didn't hit the trailing stop loss, so I'm still trading in terms of long setup. In terms of experimental trade setup, there wasn't really closing any trade of yesterday. I've entered, I think, two of it earlier today, but that's just in terms of going long as well. But in terms of mainly, which is this price action that I've been updating you on a daily basis, I've also closed this setup itself. So partial profit was taken at 1:1.5, along with the remaining price was closed once it hit below the 20 exponential moving average. So yeah, there's something to bear in mind, even though price has bounced above, but you typically should follow your rules when it comes to exiting as well in order for consistency over a period of time. All right, in terms of market update, you'll notice there isn't any change. The market itself relatively remain bullish overall for both S&P 500, Nasdaq, ASH up. So it's definitely not a time to add in that sense because things are going a little bit parabolic. You can look over here. So in this kind of like very sharp kind of climb, generally I do expect some kind of sharp decline as well. So let's just wait for the decline before adding any more, be it near the 20 or better still at the 50 or even lower simple moving averages as well. So that's the same case for S&P 500 and also the same case for Nasdaq. In fact, Nasdaq in this case may have already closed above the previous all-time high as well. So things are looking good in terms of Nasdaq as well. So there's something to bear in mind. As for ASHR, similarly, is breaking all the recent high as well. Things are looking really strong. And the only exception, I guess, would be KWEB, which is looking a little bit more, I guess, more indecisive in a sense, potentially as a result of the regulation that could be kicking in China as well. So there's something to bear in mind. So that definitely does play a role. But long-term wise, it's definitely still looking bullish in that sense. All right, for Bitcoin itself, like what I mentioned, yesterday is still a neutral market structure technically with a higher high, but you don't have a higher low just yet. You need today to close. Otherwise, you got this lower low kind of formation. So this 4-hour chart over here, like I mentioned, you should have taken your profit and close it. And the reason why I closed was because due to this candlestick that you closed. So I closed somewhere around 18,600 region. So yeah, you may say that you're closing near the bottom, yeah, but basically you're sticking to your rules. Of course, you could have a tighter or maybe a wider stop loss, in which case you could have it right below the 50 simple moving average, in which case you'll still be in the long setup. So there's no right or wrong per se, but just stick to your plan in mind. So for me right now, I'm waiting for a clearer consolidation pattern. So potentially if it does form somewhat like a ascending triangle before the clean break above 20,000, that is potentially the case. But let's see how things plays out in the next 1 to 2 days or over the week as well. So that'll be interesting to note. Otherwise, I don't have really much of a setup. Of course, it could also break right above from here. If there's a very small little accumulation over here instead of small rejection, then you could very much just break above as well. So that's another potential possibility as well. So you can see over here. So generally over here, was a little bit bullish, which is why I did enter a few long on the experimental trade setup, but they didn't work in the favor, as you can see this sharp pullback in that sense. So in which case I actually took the stop losses and that resulted in the drop that was shown yesterday balance as well. Otherwise, that's basically the quick update I have for you guys today. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop their comments below. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.